So, dear learner, for this session, I'm going to talk about global trends and emerging models. And some of the models I have discussed in the previous two sessions, but the global trends are important to look at. World Economic Forum has come up with a report called The Future of Education 2020. And it looks four important skill sets which students need to have. The first is understanding about the world, the global issues. Things are interrelated. The issues of climate are interrelated. The computers are, in case, interrelated, or internet and more of the AI. The global understanding of the problems. This is the second one is a critical thinking. Can I think critically? Can I ask questions? Can I come up with some answers, you know, on that? Third is creativity and innovation. Can I look at the problems and come up with some out of box solution or answers and innovate? Innovation, as we have discussed in the previous session, brings a lot of value. And schools across the world have experimented. Education institutions across the world have experimented. In India, Ashoka University puts a lot of emphasis on critical thinking courses. Every graduate goes through that, looking at a document, asking questions, raising questions, whether you can answer that or not, that's immaterial. But can you ask question? Can you ask the relevant question? That itself is a skill. One of the schools in the Bali, in the same report, says that this school experimented with the knowledge of environment. There's no classroom. Classrooms are conducted outside the school rooms on that. And students learn about the environment by going into the vicinity of that school and looking at the problems, come back, refer to the material of different courses from biology to agriculture, to physics to chemistry to come up with a solution. And the student works in a group. It's a collaboration. I was talking about the Finnish model, which is relevant here. It's not about the competition, it's about the collaboration. The more you collaborate, the better the result. Everyone benefits. There's no, you know, winner and loser. But here, when you collaborate, everybody wins. Trends. Apart from, so I'm introducing you, and I will give you in the podcast the reading out from the report of the World Economic Forum, which I think is relevant. I will also give you the link so that you can download and read and understand the different experiments which are happening around the world. But what's the trends which are happening and emerging models for that? And I have discussed few of them. So first trend is that it is increasing digitalization from e-books to e-magazines to newspapers to the content material which is coming in the form of video or in the form of digital format. And that's going to remain. The second is that the emergence of AI and AI tutor, that's going to be part of the process. Now, that challenges the way assessment is being done. That challenges the way projects are being done. Can students be trained to ask questions? And that's where the critical thinking becomes important. Can students be trained to give great prompts so that they can get answer as a first draft, that they can refine the answer, from there, can come up with that relevant solution. Students can be trained to have great prompt, great scenario building, or great questions in doing that. Third aspect is that about the sensitivity about the environment, about empathy, all the design thinking, which is part of the course here, that you empathize when you solve the problem. The first you develop empathy for that. These are the trends which are bringing the new kind of education, and these trends are going to shape up the future education institutions. According to the new education policy, which we have discussed in the week one, that interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approach to education is the core, both for the schools and for the college. The subjects or the specializations are not divided into silos. Students are empowered and given enough chance to experiment from different courses and come up with their own specialization. And I think this is the new model which we have, which we are experimenting from a very fixed model, which we earlier had. And this requires a new change in the thinking of faculty members and thinking of parents also. I think students are already new young generation. They are looking at the world in a different way. But the existing models need to change, both in terms of specialization, both in terms of uh, uh, assessment and the overall delivery of the education. Look at other models from both India and abroad in the podcast. And I hope that you see that, you listen to that podcast, and also learn from the reading material which I will give you for this session.